Test, test, test. Okay, there we go. Test, test, testing. Yeah, I'm not sure. Uh, anyways. Hello, everyone. So, a very good day to everyone here who's joined the live stream. We have one viewer. Okay, anyways, so welcome everyone to today's live broadcast of the Italian Grand Prix in the European Formula Championship. So, we are about 25 minutes away to qualifying, which starts at 10 minutes past the hour. So on the screen right now, you can see the track report for today. Monza is a very simple yet famous track. If I'm not wrong, I believe it's the third ever purpose-built track in history, built somewhere around in the late 1920s, and it has been on the F1 calendar for basically the entirety of its lifetime. So, the weather forecast today, we are expecting full dries, no sign of rain or any clouds. So it's going to be sunny all the way here down in Italy. So, looking at both championships, they have both been sealed. The Drivers' Championship was clinched by Kai 2 races ago, and last race in Saitama, we saw Mercedes clinch that Constructors' Championship. So for some track information, uh, obviously there's not much EFC history about this track right now. It is 5.8 kilometers long or 3.6 miles. We will feature 30 laps of racing with 11 turns along this famed track. So we are expecting for at least a 40-minute race. That is, of course, if there are no red flags or safety cars. Anyways, so let's look now at the drivers' standings. Of course, we have seen Kai secure it quite a while ago, and after Karen dominating in Saitama last week, they are now up to P2 in the standings, as well as after a slight miscalculation, which puts them up to second. So KS Doom and Reflexive Aim drop down a position. And as a matter of fact, they are both separated by a point. So Garen is at 115 points, KS Doom with 1 point less, and Reflexive Aim 1 point less than KS Doom. So it's very tight for the second position in the Drivers' Championship. Of course, you have Laugh P5, 93 points. Skill Legend of McLaren, after finishing P2, puts him all the way up to 51 points. Fun time. Fred, who hasn't been present for a couple of races now, somehow still sits in seventh. And Sport Beast sits in eighth on 29 points. Lillian Alpine, 28 points level. Along with him is Sami Zayn in Haas. Of course, hasn't been attending races consistently, but the decent performances he puts up when he is there puts him all the way up in 10th. So let's look at the second half of the standings then. You have Hayes, who sits in 11th, who jumped up a place from last race. After that P6 finish, he's level on points with P10 and 9, so technically that puts him in ninth. Herman, who's only attended one race and won it, sits in 12th. Of course, we don't think that he's going to race anymore here. And HT Hayes' V Cup teammate is in 13th with 19 points. Taka and the Alpine with 17 points. And uh, EU, the Peruvian, sits 14 points level with Cypher of the Aston Martin, who has been on the rise lately with some decent results, puts him 16th. Rex from Kick Sauber, 17th on 12 points. Gem, Ferrari, 7 points, and you get the point. Technical Hamza, after debut race, sees 6 points, and Gabriel of Kick Sauber lies in 20th with 4 points. But of course, we have quite a few other drivers who have made stints in EFC but did not make any did not get any points. That's why they're not on this standings list here today. So let's look at what we have in terms of the constructors. So of course, As it is, Mercedes did clinch it last week, uh, and they've crossed the 300 point mark. The closest to them is the Red Bull team from Austria, 221 points. They've had quite a good season with uh, Avalanche and Laugh. Of course, a well done to Pasco as well. They've worked quite well as a team, and hopefully next season they'll push even harder. In third is Scuderia Ferrari, which is no doubt being carried by KS Doom as we speak. A majority of the points is actually made up of him alone, and somehow they sit in third. McLaren sit in fourth with 93 points, a far shot from third place. Skill Legend and Sport Beast. Of course, they may not be there every time, but when they are there, they perform quite well. Somehow in fifth is Alpine. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, you've got Alpine in fifth, and Haas sit in sixth with 58 points. They're just 1 point away from Alpine. And seventh is Williams Racing, who is kind of in a bad spot right now, after, the controversies with Gao and HC leaving. They sit with 49 points. 3 points behind them is Aston Martin, 46 points. And in ninth is my personal favorite team here is V Cup, HD, and Hayes. Did quite a good job trying to come back in terms of the constructors. You know, throughout the first half of the season, they've been lying in last, but now they've gone up to ninth with the quest of maybe climbing a few more positions. With that being said, of course, unfortunately, Hayes is currently out at the New Year's party, which means that he will not attend today's race. In last place is Kick Sauber, who has barely showed up to any of the races, so it's no surprise that he's dead last with 16 points. And so, with that being said, the time now is 52 minutes, 8 minutes to the hour, 18 minutes to the start of qualifying. So, let me just try and see what I can present at this moment in time. Of course, just in case you missed it, uh, last race we saw Sunny Hayes as our driver of the day. This is after, his amazing drive all the way up to P6. So it's a really amazing performance by Hayes. And I really do think he deserved his driver of the day award. And maybe in the coming weeks, he'll show us what he's truly made of. So with that being said, I don't have a lot more to show you. I was going to make a graph showing, the drivers and constructors, but I did not have the time for that, sadly. So, yeah. Um. Anyways, so I just want to get you guys' opinions. Who do you think is going to come out on top in pole position today in qualifying? So, well, of course, we've got quite a few options. Obviously, you have the world champion Kai, who what I'm seeing now isn't online. Karen, reflexive aim, laugh, might be a shock pole sitter today, and yeah. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna show a random picture of I'm not sure actually. I'm just gonna keep showing the weather report and track guide for you guys to see. Currently, we have only 3 people watching. That is extremely depressing. Yeah, so today's track is Monza. Yeah, uh, There's not much I need to say. Let's just have a quick look at the track. Of course, you have the long straight, which is one of two DRS zones. Heavy braking, slamming on the brakes, going to the first chicane, turns one and two. It's very tight, especially, if you mess up turn one, your turn two is almost definitely messed up, and you've got the deadly gravel toward the side. So that's a danger zone for the drivers, of course, given that the gravel here actually functions. So after that, you get a flat out turn three, where you will find another heavy braking chicane, turns four and five. It's a left, right. Of course, this is not as bad as the first one. You don't have gravel to punish you. Actually, maybe there is, but not a lot of people hit it. So then after that, you go through two Lesmos, turns six and seven. They are both, I would say, high speed to medium. You probably, I think, just lift or shift down a gear. I've never raced in Monza in Formula Apex before, so yeah, but two very simple yet exciting turns. You go down the second DRS zone and you go into the famous Ascari chicane, named after, of course, Ascari. It's three turns in one, and honestly, it's quite satisfying when you take it flat out. Of course, it's not as bad as the first two chicanes, but this is quite iconic and very wide. And after that, you've got the final turn, turn 11, a very long right-hander, which sends you from the back straight back to the main straight. It's, I believe, medium to heavy braking, and then after that, you go through the DRS lane, and you're back, and you go. That's a lap of Monza. So average lap times in Formula Apex, as far as I've heard, is actually 120, 121, 22. That's as far as I know. So of course, if you look down at the weather forecast, we are looking at a full sunny day. All three qualifying sessions will be sun, the race will also be sun. So we are not gonna be expecting any sort of rain, and if they do, DRXP is a fraud. The track is 5.793 kilometers long, 3.6 miles for Americans. We'll be going across 30 laps here, so our approximate race time should be about 40 minutes from lights out to race winner. And of course, given how bad this track is in terms of the gravel and stuff, we will probably be expecting a lot of safety cars. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so anyways, time now is 58 minutes. So we have 12 minutes before the RXP opens the server. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more to say. Let me just, so for those of you who don't know how qualifying works, which should not be the case, we have three qualifying sessions, Q1, Q2, Q3. Regardless of how many people there is, bottom three gets eliminated. So yeah, it just works like regular F1, except that the bottom three gets eliminated. And in terms of the race, it's the same as F1 and stuff. Of course, this league enforces a rather unique rule, is that they are enforcing realistic track limits. So apparently the rule is that if your entire car is off the track, that's limits, which in Formula Apex that just does not exist. Currently, I'm being forced to do this. No, not really forced. So yeah, we still only have three viewers, which is very depressing. So the reason why I'm doing this is actually because uh if I just so happen to do this via Discord and OBS to record a race, my computer will self-destruct. So yeah. Uh man. Yeah, so hopefully this stream is much better. Uh we can attract more people and stuff. So we got a few more people joining in to just double our view count. So someone said that Alpine will get a double elimination in Q1. Um, that might actually be. I I don't know actually. So yeah. Um, so you have 10 minutes now to server opening. I don't know why everyone's so against Alpine. They're fifth in the championship. Sid the Sloth Alpine. Whoa. How's DNF lap 4? Yeah, so we're getting a lot of wild predictions. You know, uh, yeah, so I'm gonna release a Q&A. So question for everyone. Predict what will happen in Monza. Okay, and if you actually somehow guess it correctly, I'll be very shocked. So, so at the end of qualifying, I'll close this window. So you guys just, predict whatever you want to predict. Okay. So, apparently the RXP says it's gonna release soon. Same thing as well. Okay, not I was gonna say something a bit political, but if I did, uh, yeah. Okay, so someone said that Aston Martin DNF final lap, Haas DNF lap 4, V Cup DNF P1, double Alpine Q1 or Q2 elimination. Oh wow, you guys are cruel. Guy P1. That's the only realistic prediction we have so far. Uh, anyways, so guys, if this goes well, I just need you guys' opinions. If you guys prefer this or the good old Discord stream, if you do prefer it, I will probably only be able to do vocal without stream, because otherwise, you'll get a 10 frame per no, sorry, not 10, 2 frame per second. Yeah, so DRXP is finally online. He's online on his computer. Uh, well, yeah. Anyways, I was actually supposed to sleep through this, but like sleep deprivation. So yeah, I can't sleep, and it's 1 a.m. I'm very tired. So, should be grateful. Okay, thanks. You guys think the YouTube is better? That will save my time because I can just take the whole stream. Like, yeah. Actually, wait. I just found out that I can record and stream at the same time. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay, anyways, before the race starts, I'm going to entertain you guys with the press conference because I forgot to edit it and release it. So I'm just gonna display it live here. So yeah. So in the meantime, we have 6 minutes left, so enjoy uh the press conference. Let me just pull up the press conference. Actually, no, I have no idea how to pull up the press conference to media source, okay? Local file, browse. Let me just find the file. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's under videos. And oh gosh, it's 2.5 megs. Okay, it's 2.45 gigabytes. So I'm just gonna shove it in there. And like you guys just okay, so 5 minutes. I don't know how long this will last, but like yeah, anyways. Uh enjoy the press
Okay,
conference.
so welcome to this press
I
conference. So
don't
with
know
me,
how
I
the volume
have
will turn out,
P6, today's
but
Sunny
if you can hear
Hayes,
it good,
well, huge boy
oh,
touring,
okay.
and
Never mind, you can hear.
alongside
I'll shut
me,
up. I'll shut
I
up.
have Linen, the Aston Martin driver. So to both of you, just like to get your general opinions about today's race in Saitama. So what's that got you feeling after the race?
Okay. Hello everyone. That was the best race I ever had because I got P6, my way first P6. The first lap I genuinely almost crashed like in other laps and I got drive behind. But with my like younger referee always telling me to risk, I was not risking and everyone crashed and I hopefully didn't crash. I crashed sometimes, so many times, I swear to God. I
Yeah.
lost my front wing, that the greatest pit stop I ever seen.
Any thoughts for Linen?
I
Aston
To
Martin.
be
my
honest,
controller misclicked to like this hard tires and I was like, oh my days, I have to do it again. And I lost 3 laps on this.
to be
3 laps.
honest,
That's
I'm so happy that Red Bull got the P5 and P4 and Mercedes domination. That was
Mercedes
very good.
domination
I really
indeed.
like
So
it.
any thoughts from Linen?
Yeah, and Aston Martin was very good. Not gonna
That's
lie.
so Linen,
But
anything
my
about the
teammate
race?
he crashed in lap one, and I proved my team principle that I'm worthy to be number one driver in the my team recap.
Hmm. If you have any
I
thoughts
really
for
hope next season will be good for me and for my teammate, whoever will be, and for everyone here.
thank you for the insight on the race today. So Linen, any thoughts about this? Laugh, just give me a minute. Uh,
to be honest, it was a pretty good race up until like lap 33 where I crashed. I had no damage up until then, but it's honestly quite a shame that I crashed like with 4 laps to go, and I was keeping the Williams behind, but in the end it didn't really matter since I glitched and my car just held down the throttle on a corner, and it's honestly a pretty big shame, to be honest. Yeah.
yeah, thanks for the insight. So we have two others here today. We have Red Bull driver Laugh and McLaren driver Skill Legend. So Skill Legend have a question for you. So P2, are you happy with that result today?
I'm happy with it. I think that's really the best that I could have got out of it. Looking at competition up front, P1 was off the cards as soon as I saw it in qualifying. I'm thinking, I don't think I can get much faster than that. So P2 is definitely the goal for the race today. I'm glad I can get it. Kai making that pit stop really helped me. I thought he was gonna try to charge me down, but he had some problem and I kept P2, so I'm pretty happy with it. That.
So for Laugh, I think it's a P 5 finish today. So I mean, you did well. I mean, you had to make it your way through basically the entire field. So are you proud of that comeback drive to P5?
Honestly, bro, I'm insane. I don't know what I was thinking. On the first lap, um, the Inter just felt like they had no grip. I was adjusting brake biases and I was sliding and all of that. So I was like, wets are the best option. Then with wets, I look at Sonny Hayes' time. I'm doing 2 seconds slower than him. So I was like, oh, let me just pit for Inters. Go to Inters again with a broken wing. And then from there, I done like 20 laps without any warnings. So I was honestly in a good state, which was
Elfe, I let you through because you guys needed points, but I was like very happy
nah,
you got
nah,
five.
nah, nah.
No, no, no. Actually.
No, I appreciate it.
Nah.
Because like, you was blocking my view, but
Yeah,
I was
that's why I
overtaking.
let you through.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I knew I
uh,
was doing something wrong to you, but I let you through. Don't worry.
No, don't
I
worry.
mean,
To be
you
honest,
know,
every time I did overtake someone, they ended up crashing the lap after.
Yo,
but
I
it
crashed
was
like
on.
Yo,
5 times.
That's some
yo,
sort
I
of curse
didn't.
then. The laugh
yo.
curse.
The laugh cousin.
No, honestly, but it was a really good race. My strategy was really bad,
Yo,
honestly,
I
but
crashed like
Inter's
five
pace came
times.
back with it. I just had to adjust to the Inters, honestly. Qualifying, I barely got to qualify, so
Okay.
it did affect me a bit. But yeah, also I do suspect skill for hacking. He done unbelievably good. So like, if you guys have any clips of him cheating, just send them to me.
What? Why do you think I was hacking? For hacking. He done unbelievably good. So like, if you guys have any clips of him cheating, just
Okay, everyone. We are back, and qualifying has, I think, started. It's 11 by the hour. So let us prepare for what we're gonna witness. So we're gonna start in 2 minutes from now. Of course, unfortunately, it is slightly disproportioned because, well, yeah. All right, something's incredibly wrong with the broadcast. Uh, I don't get what this is. Yeah, we're going down for technical issue right now. Uh, Apparently the window capture does not like Roblox. Uh, oh dear, this is not good. Okay, there we go. It is broadcasting. Yay! Yeah, I'm very scared that it'll like kind of break. Yeah. Okay, anyways, qualifying is about to start in a minute's time. It is horribly disproportionate the screen. I cannot. Also, quali is starting now. Quali is already underway as our drivers now set off on their laps. So yeah. Oh, guess what, guys? My thing broke. Anyways, uh, okay, the broadcast has officially started. Sorry, everyone, for the short delay. It wasn't really all that short, but uh, anyways, if that's it, qualifying is officially underway. And would you look at that? It is unbelievably laggy right now. Let me just find the performance stats. We are at 202 ping. That is not bad. So yeah. Oh, and that's Cypher who spins almost actually. So as I was saying earlier, you know what? Bombs here are really, really bad. Okay, I'm increasing my max FPS. It's 240, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on a European VPN. I can't. Okay, and the broadcast is glitched again. My God. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of tech issues for the simple reason that, yeah, the broadcast simply just does not like. Okay, black screen. That's lovely. Okay. Yeah, so it only shows when it's open. So when it's closed, it doesn't. So yeah, simply lovely. Anyways, we're looking at sector times now, and Gabriel crosses the line for the first hot lap of today, 122.3. No other lap times set to come in. I apologize as the broadcast will be slightly interrupted, maybe because I'm currently actively attempting to reduce the lag. Yeah, hold on. I'm currently. Okay, sorry, Okay, are we back? Are we back on? Yeah, we're back on. Okay, apologize for a slight mix-up. Uh, of course, we are still trying to fix technical issues. We'll be back as soon as possible. Of course, this is, after all, the first time that I'm using this more advanced way of broadcasting. So yeah, apologies to everybody. Such a horrible host. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, we are we are back in the game. It's a little bit cropped because apparently my the thing's dimensions don't fit. That's the reason. Actually, wait, no, it can. I just gotta put on full screen. Am I dumb? Might be. Uh, oh no. I'm sorry, guys. Focus on your laps first, okay? Focus on your laps first. Technical issues is currently plaguing the system. Okay, anyways, so we're back here. Guys, is the full screen working? Genuine question, is it working? Is the full screen like working? Someone please tell me if it's working or not. So anyways, let's look at the standings. So CRD Laugh is currently P1, 121.1. Reflective aim of Red Bull, his teammate right behind him at 121.3. HD of VCARB is at a 121.5. Hayes would be very proud to see that. Gabriel in the Kick Sauber, 122.3. And 3 tenths behind him is KS Doom at 122.672. And my boy of V Cup, the new V Cup driver, is currently at a 122.6, who's just overtaken KS Doom, who is behind by just 100th of a second. Cypher is all the way behind for 128. So assuming that he hasn't started a lap yet, So as it stands, going out in Q1 is Fred, Lily, and Kai. Something I never thought I'd say. Uh, it's not working. What do you mean by it's not working? Like what exactly isn't working? Is it working now? Actually, you know what? Never mind. Anyways, so I'm gonna be actively looking at these lap times here, and Laugh has actually just taken the new fastest lap, a 121 flat, and as we speak, Kai jumps all the way up to P2, a 121.295. Cypher climbs up to P5, a 122.3. Gabriel jumps up yet another place. No, sorry. Yeah, I think so. So we've just gotten Stewart's information. My boy of Kicksauber, on his debut race, will receive a 3-second time penalty for allegedly abusing the DRS glitch. It's not how you want to say. Oh, who's in the wall? Oh, is that who's in the wall? Someone's in the wall. It's a house in the wall. It's Sammy's house in the wall. That is a horrible crash. We saw it in the background. We're seeing it now. And well, that is one of the worst crashes I think I've seen. Monza is really insane. Anyways, I will be actively finding ping reducers right now. Uh yeah, I understand the screen is black. I know the screen is blacked out, but it's for the greater good, okay? Okay. I should have, you know, I should have like prepared beforehand, but this is terrible. Okay, we're back underway here. Um 5 minutes left. Sport Beast, Fun Time Fred, and Lily all set to go out, and Reflexive Aim has just taken a new fastest lap by 5/10 of a second as he goes into P1 with a 120.5. Red Bull are looking to be very strong today, and that's Reflexive Aim going through the runoffs. Bro thinks he's Sebastian Vettel. So this is Laugh from Slotway. Let's look at sector times. Reflexive Aim holds the fastest middle sector and hence the fastest lap. 5 minutes left in this session. No changes to the bottom three. Quite a lot of changes at the very top, though, which is not helpful. Anyways, let's look at lap times. Oh, let's look at Kai. He's got the fastest sector one. Let's go on board with him as we go through this insanely laggy on board POV as he goes through the DRS lane. I believe going into the second chicane or Ascari. Into Ascari he goes. And let's look at his sector 2 time. It's green. He's looking for an improvement here. It's just a matter of how much. As he goes through the straight going into 10-11. The final turn of the best tracks. Oh, he goes wide. Kai goes wide. And that is his lap ruined. That is a truly wasted lap from our world champion. As he now goes into the wall again and crosses. Oh no, and comes into the pits. Yeah. Let's look at Sport Beast now. On a red sector. Actually, none of the bottom three are on sector. Sammy, who's at risk, also isn't on a sector. KS Doom is, however, actually gets a yellow sector one, green sector two, going through Ascari. Can he improve? He's really likely to improve as he goes down into turn 11. Well, I'm not sure. Well, it really depends if it outweighs the greens as he takes it carefully, uses quite a lot of the track as he crosses the line. And his timing is all the way up into P4, 121.3. This qualifying session is looking to be really tight here. We have 3 minutes left to go. And currently, we are looking at what might be one of the most competitive Q3 sessions you'll ever see. Looking back at the bottom three, Lily is currently on 2 green sectors. It's their only lap, but I can't find their username. So that probably means that they've despawned. Not a lot of time left as Laugh actually gets the fastest sector 3, but it no, it is an improvement for him, a very minor one. Here are your board of lap sector times. Let's go to Sport Beast's POV as he currently is in the drop zone. Can he get out of there? He needs to recover literally just half a second. He's currently on a yellow sector 1, but looking to be really slow. He's invalidated the sector 2. They cannot be wasting these kinds of lap times. Let's go on board with Sammy as he goes through sector 2. As we go through turn 6. Oh, he's in the gravel. That's what you call the commentator's curse. I'm sorry, Sammy. Yeah, it's really laggy. I really cannot find a solution. Maybe if I reduce the quality, it'll be fine. Actually, I can only do it in 720. Anyways, besides the point, as Sammy rounds the final corner, going through the extremely long turn 11 as he crosses the line. Where will he place himself? It is gonna be still P9, no improvement. 50 seconds remain in the session, and our bottom three is very much set. Looking at lap times again, Sport Beast is on a lap. Let's see if this will be 20 promise. HD jumps the position ahead of Cypher as he goes into the second DRS lane, going all the way down into Ascari. We're not sure about his sector 2 times as he goes through under that bridge thingy. It's a yellow sector 2. He doesn't need that much to improve. Just a reminder, it's only 5 tenths of a second. He's in the powerful McLaren. So as he goes down straight, you can see that the Red Bull behind him is looking to catch up to him. That just shows that he's not onto pace as he goes round the outside. Well, an outside entry, but well, takes the deep inside line in that extremely long turn as he crosses the line. Is he out of the drop zone? Yes, he is. He puts Sammy in the drop zone as the clock hits 0. And Sammy is, I think, stationary. He can't do anything about it. He's on a yellow sector 1. Lily's on a green sector 1. Let's look at this lap from the Alpine. So Sportsbeat has done his part to get out of Q1. Lily goes through Oscari. Sami Zayn has a red sector 2. Sammy's out of qualifying. Lily's on a yellow sector 2. As he goes through the straight, Kai gets past Chaos, do my thing. In Q1, Lily, wheels hanging on the curb. And him hanging on for dear life as he crosses the line. This will be his only lap time, which will place himself in P9. So he eliminates Sport Beast and ruins McLaren hearts as they had thought that he miraculously got out of Q1. But the Alpine tells them no, you're going out of Q1 and not me. And so, with Q1 over, out in Q1, in P, well, in last place is, okay, wait, I have to do this again. Okay, anyways, in 12th place is Funtime Fred in the Haas. In 11th place is Sammy, and in 10th place is Sport Base in his McLaren. all going out in Q1. And hence, if that's it, I'm gonna try and fix my ping. So whoever said that Alpine is gonna get a double elimination in Q1, they've just proved you very wrong. So yeah. Um, so yeah, that's a horrible prediction you guys made. Let's come to my knowledge that it's kind of broken. Oh, Q2 has already started. Q2 has already started, people. I repeat, Q2 has already started, not to my notice. So everyone's setting off on their laps. This is a really chaotic stream. So the drivers have 10 minutes now to set the fastest lap. Same procedure. P9, 8, 7, 8, 7. P9, 8, and 7 are out in Q2, and the top 6 go to Q3. So currently, Cypher, well, doesn't really lead the pack, does he? Um, everyone goes through the Lesmos of turn 6, 7. I'm gonna check my Discord really quick. I apologize, guys. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm a horrible broadcaster, bro. I'm getting fired after this, I swear. Yeah, clearly this broadcast is not working in my favor, dude. So our first lap goes to Cypher at 129.6. Obviously, that's not a hot lap, but still. We have 8 minutes left in this session. 9 drivers, and Lily takes the first quick lap. 122.9. Someone said the Alpine will have a double Alpine exit. You can't have a double Alpine Q2 exit if there's only one. Let's look at sector times once again. Fastest sector 1 goes to Kai. He hasn't really been at in the spotlight this weekend, as he goes down the downhill and up the uphill, and his sector 2 is purple. He's looking for a fast lap. So as he goes down turn 11, this will determine quite a lot of things as Sky goes down the main straight to cross the line. And it's gonna be P1, obviously. He improves on his Q1 time at 120.869, not quite the fastest we've seen before. And here you have Lily, who doesn't have a front wing. Nora knows. What could have happened there? Cypher sets a one. No, sorry, not. Yeah, Cypher sets a 122.1, puts him in P2. Uh, yeah, hold on. Let me just check if the full screen is working. Oh, yeah, the full screen is working. There we go. Yeah, so this broadcast is indeed very peak. I'm sorry, guys. I'll go back to full screen. Uh, Sportbees has set a lap time, even though he's out in Q1. But then, who is the 10th driver? There's supposed to be 10 drivers on the grid. No, 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 no. Nine, 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 nine. So if Sportbeast isn't in Q2, then who is? I don't remember exactly the Q1 result, but a bit of controversy. Can someone suggest to me, uh, like ping decreases? Because my ping is at 100. MS, okay? It's concerning, okay? Thing is, I don't know exactly where the server is located, so yeah, it's kind of bad. Let's look at sector times once again. Reflexive aim takes the purple sector 1 and sector 2. But what? Oh, dear, to invalidate sector 3. That is a huge waste. I'm gonna be real honest. We have 5 minutes remaining in this Q2 section. Oh, jeez. So, as it stands, going out is actually both Red Bulls and KS Zoom. Place. Great penalty. I just want you guys' opinions right now. We have 3 minutes left in Q2. What are you guys' thoughts on the stream? For those who are not in Q2, what do you guys think of the stream? For those who are, just watching for fun or whatever, what do you think of the stream? So as it stands, we have 2.5 minutes left in the session. Going out in Q2 provisionally, Gabriel, KS Doom, and my boy P7, 8, 9, respectively. Um, let's look at sector times once again. Reflexive aim has the fastest sector 2, but it's a yellow sector 1. He crosses the line to go all the way up into P2, P1 actually. He takes the fastest lap despite a yellow sector 1 by a tenth. And that puts that puts Lily at risk. A huge lap from reflexive aim. It shows that Red Bull have done a lot to prepare for today, even though like this is one of those races where it's supposed to be lackluster and lifeless. Just like my commentary right now. We have 2 minutes remaining in the session. Uh, well, not much I can say, can I? KS Doom a Q2 exit would remind me of a pure Lewis Hamilton moment. He's not been having the best of runs. At some point, we thought he could beat Kai somehow, but like last week, he crashed in the early laps. And this time around, he's at risk of out in Q2. So reflexive aim going through Ascari. By the way, guys, today was actually supposed to be the Netherlands in Zandvoort, but a lot of people don't like Zandvoort. So yeah, Zandvoort is a very good track in the Netherlands. So yeah. Anyways, with that being said, 50 seconds remain. No changes to the bottom three. Again, let's look at their lap times. KS Doom holds the fastest middle sector, but he cuts the chain. Oh my god. What the hell? Yes, KS Doom just cuts the second. No, just cuts Ascari. It's unbelievable. Like, that's such a waste. Gabriel's on two yellow sectors. Kai just beats the fastest lap. He gets a 120.6. Gabriel comes across the line to climb into P6, and that puts Lily in the drop zone. Lily driver errors, he needs to find 310 total somewhere. Gabriel in the kick salvo finds his way to Q3. Checkered flag goes. Let's see who's on the lap. No, sorry. My boy is out of Q2, definitely, because he's on a red sector 1. Lily is still on a lap. Nonetheless, it's a yellow sector 1. As he goes into Ascari, that's a green sector 2. It's an improvement here. Kick Sauber, do not celebrate just yet. What you might be seeing is an Alpine trying to beat your lap time. Currently, yes, Alpine will be out in Q2 and Kick Sauber's Gabriel will go into Q3. But in the next few seconds, that might change as Lily comes across the line. to take P6 and eliminate Gabriel. So Gabriel is out in Q2. And KS Doom is on 2 yellow sectors. But the thing is, he doesn't have a lap time, so he has nothing to improve on. He needs this lap to be perfect because right now Alpine is celebrating. But instead of Alpine celebrating over the Kicksaba, both might not celebrate as KS Doom comes to the line to take P6 and eliminate Lily. Wow. Wow. That is wild stuff. And I think at the same time, Gabriel crosses the line to beat Lily, actually. And wow, that is an insanely dramatic Q2. We saw quite a lot of things going on. And so, out in Q2, you have. Oh, sorry. And so, going out of Boy, Lily, and Gabe. Just an update, everyone. Q3 has started. Q3 has started. Um, yeah, so please do not ping me for any queries right now. I'm trying to fix it as best as I can. Um, yeah, this is quite literally one of the worst streams I've done. Cause like it's lagging so badly. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of errors. I didn't realize this. I apologize. The thing is, if it carries on like this, we might highlights. Okay, the thing is, right now, okay.